Rock City to Soul Man, Rock City to Soul Man, checking in on another episode of Pass the Mic, Pass the Mic, Pass the Mic. I hope y'all having a good one. Today we will be speaking about self-love. Self-love. So many of us fight this battle, it almost doesn't make sense, and you wonder how we cannot love ourselves, but it happens over and over again. We put ourselves second, or even worse, last. Our mistakes and our imperfections and our flaws become so heightened and emphasized as if we were no good at all. While others, they must be great. We give them passes and we understand their humanness, yet our humanness goes unnoticed, undetected. Perhaps we are holding ourselves to a higher standard, or maybe we're not allowing ourselves the grace that it needs to be human in this world. Because we're here to learn, we're here to love. So why are we not learning about ourselves? And why are we not loving ourselves? See, you only have you at the end of the day. You have to root for yourself. You have to bring out the pom-poms and cheer all about. See, there should be no choice. It should be clear cut. Yet so many of us struggle with this. It's a simple concept that's so complex to execute. Tell me how we could be kind to others, yet behind closed doors to ourselves, we're rather harsh and rude, and we don't treat ourselves like the best friends the way we should. Instead, it borders along enemy territory. The way we speak and the way we think about ourselves, the way we treat, neglecting ourselves again and again and again. We find compassion and empathy for the one next to us, yet we forget who needs it the most. And if we go further down that rabbit hole, how can we fill someone else's cup when we're constantly empty? We have to replenish our own first and foremost. See, I made wrong choices here or there, and so have you. But why cannot we forgive ourselves? Why do we hold up this place so high that we can never reach? Again, someone else's story, you say, hey, that's okay. Get on your feet. Life happens. And I know I grapple with this, where someone else's plight. And of course, it's a lot easier to understand someone else's choices because they don't affect you directly. You're not going to have to face their consequences. But regardless, seeing the big picture, zooming out and realizing that corrections can be made at any time. And even if they cannot, why should you have to suffer the weight of those past actions again and again? You're allowed to free yourself from the burden. No one will blame or shame you if you take a deep breath and apologize to yourself and forgive. At the same time, see, let that healing begin because it all happens internally. The strange thing is often we get people who are brash, who love themselves, yet we tell them as a society, no, we chalk that up to conceit or arrogant. No, calm down. You have to be humble or meek or timid, but perhaps it just simply makes us feel uncomfortable because we're not loving ourselves the way we should be. While we all are hoping to get to that level of, hey, I love me and I'm going to tell you about it, because we brag about our accomplishments and our family and our friends and our kids and so on and so forth. So why not dabble in a little bit of I am great without conceit, of course. Love thyself like you love thy neighbor, but love yourself. Self-love. This first piece I call redirection. We be doing it to ourselves mostly, undervaluing ourselves grossly, self-love ghostly, haunted by the non-love where praises such as so sweet become rare and rather discreet. We never quite move on to self-love street. Everyone is to be loved and everyone is to be cherished, even if it's at our expense, teetering on being perished. We should be so damn embarrassed. This cannot be true form of caring where our insides speak loud and concisely. We choose not hearing. What are we fearing? Why are we not steering in a direction that adds and not subtracts? An approach that benefits and not one that attacks? What do we think we lack? Are we afraid that the love won't come back? Shall we patch up the crack? 'Cause it's clear the foundation is not well intact. We faked it, forsaken it, mistaken it for a healthy disposition, but it cannot be real, or else we would not be in this position. A change in the composition required, rewired. We must building up the trust needed. Ourselves seem to be starved, feeded with both feet in. For too long, we've just been seated. No more conceding or neglecting, reading and reflecting, realizing that we must treat ourselves as the best thing, investing a return that forever yields. Self-love, try it on for size and tell me how it feels. Tell me how it feels. Dear me, I wish you would once again hold me like you used to, not appointing blame, no feelings of shame trickling, a tight squeeze that has an effect so rippling that my whole life starts to feel different, an imprint, a nudge of what we were past tense. The present hinges upon tense and of the new contents, old notions of how we used to love and live, out the corner of defensiveness. It all returns and yields the good feels, a bit of self-love, see how it reveals all of the right and all of the wrong suddenly don't feel as strong. Days don't feel as long, drawn out, spent in neglect. Dear me, reselect, identifying that I is responsible for I, so why badger or berate? Why always for myself should I show up late? Dear me, redefine yourself clearly. Be there not on time but early. And don't you ever again hurt me. Dear me. Dear me, always to yourself stay true. Now come back on home. It's well past curfew. Now come back on home. It's well past curfew. Rock City the Soul Man. Check it out.